took out his phone. Lo Dao, if you really want to know the truth, then I need you to do something. You only need to deceive one person, and he will tell you everything, Lo Dao said. Who is it? Wu Chen handed the phone to Lo Dao. Call Zhang Chuan and tell him that you escaped. He'll ask you what happened. Just say that Li Rubing brought people over in time. But you fought back fiercely and injured Li Rubing. Listen to what he says, and then he'll bring up An Tun. Lo Dao quickly agreed. Okay, so Lo Dao made a phone call and told him the story. Zhang Chuan asked several questions. You escaped. That's great. Wait, what did you say? You fought back fiercely and injured Li Rubing. Lo Dao pretended to say she wasn't seriously injured. On the other side, Zhang Chuan seemed to be going crazy. FCK, didn't I warn you not to touch Li Rubing? I told you that if she was with Wu Chen, you couldn't do it. Lo Dao had no choice but to say, I already did it. I need my life too. Zhang Chuan continued to curse. Lo Dao interrupted him. Zhang Chuan, be more polite. I'm doing this for money. It's not like you gave me the wrong information and framed me. I'm warning you, I know about the Ding family. I covered it up for you when you killed An Tun, if it wasn't for the sake of our friendship. Zhang Chuan suddenly asked, An Tun, when did you learn about that? You? Wu Chen directly snatched the phone from Lo Dao's hand and said, Zhang Chuan. Zhang Chuan was frightened when he heard Wu Chen's voice. Wu Chen, why are you with Lo Dao? Wu Chen didn't beat around the bush. Ding Rulong isn't in Nanfan. He went back to his hometown to meet with old Master Ding. It seems Zhang Chuan is shocked. Last night, Ding Rulong said there was an urgent matter back home. Turns out it was Li Rubing who got hurt. This is no different from destroying the foundation of the marriage between the Ding and Li families. The two families will soon turn against each other. Yes, it must be like this. Otherwise, why would the young master be so eager to go back? Everything was arranged by him. He was the one who messed things up. He's just waiting for the young master to arrive in Nanfan to shoot me dead. Wu Chen left only one sentence, good luck, before hanging up. Wu Chen turned to Lo Dao. Zhang Chuan won't leak the secret to the Ding family. A person who feels like they're about to be sacrificed will betray even the most loyal person. Zhang Chuan doesn't want to die. After all, his wife and children are abroad, and there's still a lot of money in his overseas account that he hasn't spent. If he wants to escape abroad, he'll definitely come here first to get his things. Lo Dao, have your men in Nanfan arranged to capture Zhang Chuan? Lo Dao replied, those people dare to kill An Tun, let alone me. Works for the Ding family is meaningless. You have fulfilled my wish. I accept this favor. Zhang Chuan, I'm help you catch him. Just then, there was a noise outside. Many people were coming. Lo Dao didn't understand what was going on and wondered if Wu Chen was playing tricks on me. It was Xiao Goizi who opened the door and walked in. Oh, Mr. Wu, Wu Chen instructed, you guys go downstairs and wait. If any of your brothers come later, tell them not to come up. We don't need so many people. Disperse if you can. Be careful not to disturb the neighbors. After giving his instructions, Wu Chen said to Lo Dao, it's fine. Lo Dao, let's continue. Just at this moment, Lo Dao's subordinate picked up the phone. Brother. Lo Dao said, did you see my message? Lead a few brothers to that address right now. If you see Zhang Chuan, catch him. The Lo Dao's subordinate asked, catch Zhang Chuan, brother, what is this? Lo Dao interrupted, don't ask if you're not supposed to. If you ask any more questions, you'll harm me. Clean it up. It has to be done, the Lo Dao's subordinate replied. Okay, Wu Chen said, you helped me catch Zhang Chuan, so I will tell you why Ding Rulong killed An Tun 5 years ago. An Tun brought people to talk about business. He wanted to cooperate with Ding Rulong to smuggle jade and use Ding family's channels to gradually improve his status in the Jin Hua group. However, Ding Rulong was not interested in this illegal path and rejected An Tun. An Tun did not know Ding Rulong's personality and felt humiliated, so he threatened Ding Rulong. Thus, An Tun disappeared from the world. Lo Dao remained silent. Wu Chen continued, the regret of your life has been revealed, so now I'll give you another gift. Wu Chen picked up the phone. Luo Dao is in my hands. Kun Hon, transfer $100 million immediately and consider it carefully. Luo Dao also had 1,000 question marks. He didn't understand what was going on. Kun Hon asked on the other end, who are you? Wu Chen responded arrogantly, Wu Chen, have you heard of me? Kun Hon was shocked. Luo Dao failed. He is still alive. Wu Chen replied, he's still alive. I won't kill him. Kun Hon asked in return, $100 million. Don't you think it's too much? Do you think I'll give it to you? Wu Chen continued to provoke. Luo Dao came to kill me and was captured. Now, it's already very kind of me to only ask for money from you. After a few seconds of contemplation, Kun Hon said, Luo Dao's commission for this case is $3 million. I'll add another $2 million for a total of $5 million. This is the limit that I can accept. You send Luo Dao to the border, and we'll exchange money for people. Wu Chen exclaimed, the leader is indeed a leader, but your style is different. You can handle Luo Dao's matter well, but what about Engi Tan? Do you want to know who killed Engi Tan? Kun Hon couldn't control himself and asked loudly, what? Engi Tan, you know him. So Wu Chen told the story of Engi Tan's murder again. Wu Chen said, but Kun Hon, you agreed to let Luo Dao help Ding Rulong kill Wang Ruida. Kun Hon replied, yes, Luo Dao told you about it. Wu Chen laughed again. I can even tell you about Ding Rulong killing Engi Tan, so how could I not know that Ding Rulong asked Luo Dao to kill Wang Ruida? Ding Rulong and I will not rest until one of us is dead. I will let the Wang family know about Wang Ruida's matter. Kun Hon shouted loudly, are you threatening me? Luo Dao thought to himself, from the sound of the leader's tone, he wants to declare war. Wu Chen said he wanted to give him a big gift. What did he want to do in the end? Wu Chen said, don't be nervous. If it was a threat, I wouldn't have told you about Engi Tan. Kun Hon thought for a moment and said, you want me to help you provoke Ding family? Wu Chen denied it again. No, your business is your business, and my business is my business. You and I are not cooperating. I'm just telling you the truth. Wang family will not give up, and Li family will also cut off relations. Kun Hon lost his patience. What do you want in the end? Wu Chen said again, I don't need the $100 million, but I want Luo Dao to stay in Donghai to work for me. If you agree, I will arrange for him to leave. In that case, Wang Ruida's matter will have nothing to do with the two of you. What do you think? Think about it. Luo Dao finally understood. Kun Hon thought for a long time and said, if everything you said is true, then I agree. Wu Chen handed the phone to Luo Dao. Show your face. Kun Hon was surprised. You've been listening by the side all along. Luo Dao replied, yes. Kun Hon asked again, why did you fail? Luo Dao was a little embarrassed. We fought one-on-one and still couldn't defeat him. Kun Hon asked another question. So, do you not want to do the job anymore, or is it Wu Chen who forced you? Luo Dao replied softly, I want to change to a new life. I'm like you. A series of beeps sounded in response to Luo Dao. Wu Chen smiled, congratulations, you're free. Luo Dao seemed to have something to say. Mr. Wu, let's forget about it. Wu Chen patted his shoulder. Capture Zhongchuan. Bring he arrives in Donghai. I have something for you to do. By the time they calculated the time, the ambulance would be arriving soon. Wu Chen sent Luo Dao downstairs and told him to take care of his injuries first. They would talk later. Luo Dao got into the ambulance and said, okay. Wu Chen turned around and left wearily. I have to go home and sleep now. At Wu Chen's house, he was sleeping when a noise woke him up. Wu Chen opened his eyes slightly. Oh, Wu Chen lifted his blanket and saw Li Rubing. Wu Chen kicked his blanket and put it on Li Rubing. Rubing, what are you doing? Li Rubing replied shyly, I wanted to reward you. Wu Chen moved closer and closer. Oh, really? Then let me reward you. Li Rubing didn't resist, she just gasped. Wu Chen and Li Rubing kissed passionately. Li Rubing said softly, honey, it's only been 89 days since we met. Wu Chen replied easily, yes, although it's only been 89 days, if I say that I understand everything about you, would you believe it? Li Rubing was curious. For example, Wu Chen said, for example, you actually didn't have anything to do today. You came here to tease me. Li Rubing held Wu Chen's hand. I can't say that I'm teasing you. It's too embarrassing. Wu Chen didn't reply and just looked at Li Rubing. Li Rubing sat up. Okay, I know, my dearest Wu Chen, you're pitiful now. After saying that, Li Rubing hugged Wu Chen and kissed him repeatedly. My love, don't be angry anymore, okay? Wu Chen gently hugged Li Rubing in his arms. Li Rubing thought to herself, it's so blissful to be hugged by him. Is this what it feels like to be in love? Li Rubing suddenly remembered. Oh right, Ru Tai will be here tonight. Wu Chen asked, I didn't hold him accountable for letting Luo Dao escape. Li Rubing frowned, you can't spoil him too much. If he tells a lie, he has to reflect on himself and apologize. Just then, the doorbell rang. Li Rubing got off the bed. Bodyguards, them to buy some food. After receiving the food, Li Rubing said to the bodyguards, okay, you guys can go back first. Li Rubing ran into the house. My dearest Mr. Wu, where is the kitchen? Wu Chen pointed. Over there, Rubing, you'll cook. Li Rubing began to take out the ingredients. Yes, let me show you my cooking skills. I cooked all by myself when I was studying abroad. I know a little bit about both Chinese and Western cuisines. Wu Chen crossed his arms and watched. You know how to cook, I know that. Li Rubing was a little annoyed. Although I haven't cooked in the past few years after starting work, I won't forget how to cook if I know how to do it. I don't dare say that I'll cook better than Qin Jing, but I'm definitely better than a single man like you. My dearest Mr. Wu, can you cook? Just then, the fish in Li Rubing's hand flopped, fell onto the table, and dragged another dish to the ground. Li Rubing was startled. Oops, Wu Chen was a little speechless. Li Rubing smiled awkwardly, sat down, and wanted to catch the fish again. It's okay, I'm fine. The fish kept flopping around, splashing water all over the floor. Wu Chen had no choice but to say, go and change your clothes. I'll clean up here. Li Rubing thought to herself as she took a shower, I originally wanted to cook myself so that when Ru Tai came, our family could enjoy a delicious meal together. I don't want Wu Chen to have any problems with his only younger brother because of Luo Dao. That fish must have done it on purpose. There's no time, I'll call the chef to cook. But when she walked into the kitchen, Li Rubing realized that there was the sound of all sizzling in the kitchen. Li Rubing looked at the dishes on the table and was speechless. Wu Chen saw this and asked, what are you looking at? Li Rubing thought to herself, he actually knows how to cook. That's right. What is there that he doesn't know how to do? Wu Chen is cooking for himself. I have to thank him properly. Just as she was about to pick up the phone, Li Rubing asked again, my dearest Mr. Wu, have you ever cooked for Qin Jing? Wu Chen quickly replied, no, if you don't count home, then I've probably never cooked for any other girl. You are the first one. Li Rubing hugged Wu Chen's neck and kissed him on the cheek. Wu Chen let Li Rubing hug him for a while, then said, okay, it's getting late. There are still many dishes that I haven't made yet. Ru Tai will be here soon. A moment later, Ru Tai arrived. Sister, brother-in-law, Li Rubing smiled, come and eat. Your brother-in-law made all of these. Ru Tai tried a bite and immediately gave a thumbs up. Wow, brother-in-law, it's amazing, brother-in-law. Oh my god, I've never eaten anything so delicious in my life. Li Rubing looked at Ru Tai and thought, if you want to apologize, apologize properly. Don't just say flattering words, or even make yourself cry. That's overacting. Wu Chen said, Rubing, come and eat too. Li Rubing happily replied, yes. Li Rubing couldn't believe it. The taste is so good. This is what my boyfriend cooks. Oh my god, it's so delicious. It's as good as any Michelin chef. Oh my god, Wu Chen said, if it's delicious, then eat more. If Ru Tai likes it, just come over more often. Your sister and I can make it for you anytime. Also, don't think too much. What happened with Luo Dao doesn't affect our relationship? Ru Tai was so touched that she cried. Yes, Ru Tai was satisfied after eating and left. Li Rubing immediately threw herself into Wu Chen's arms. Honey, it's getting late. Let's rest. Wu Chen said, Rubing, it's not like we can't. Li Rubing put a finger to Wu Chen's mouth. Shh, even if it's not convenient, there are ways to be not convenient. The next morning, Wu Chen said, "Why are you brushing it again? You brushed your toothbrush before going to bed last night, and also after that. You brushed it after your exercise at around 5 o'clock, and now you are brushing it again at 7 o'clock. Aren't you afraid that your toothbrush will be broken?" Li Rubing pushed him away in exasperation. "Shameless." Wu Chen didn't argue. "I'll make breakfast. Do you want some?" Li Rubing said while applying lipstick. "No, I have to go to the company for something." "What about you? Are you going to the company today?" Wu Chen started putting on his clothes. "No, I have something to do." Li Rubing turned her head and asked, "Are you going to find Wu Yurong?" Wu Chen denied it. "No." Before leaving, Li Rubing kissed him. "Be good. I'm going to the company." Li Rubing went to the company and handled a pile of work. Suddenly, Sikinjian called. "Miss Li, do you know where Wu Chen went?" Li Rubing was surprised. "Oh, what? You can't find him?" Sikinjian denied it. "No, he said he wasn't in Donghai. I asked him, but he wouldn't tell me." Li Rubing comforted Sikinjian. Okay, I'll ask him, don't worry. Let's leave it at that for now." After hanging up the phone, Li Rubing immediately called Wu Chen. "Honey, where are you?" Wu Chen replied, "I'm working." Li Rubing asked again, "Where are you working?" On the other end of the phone, before Wu Chen could finish speaking, another woman's voice cut in. "What are you doing? Why is someone calling?" Li Rubing quickly realized that it was a woman's voice she had never heard before. Li Rubing frowned. "Are you with that woman? Don't let Su Qingjing find out." "It's not Su Qingjing, you're so annoying." Li Rubing impatiently interrupted. "Okay, my dear Wu Chen, go ahead and work." "I won't bother you anymore," a woman's voice complained again. The call had just been answered before a few words were said. Wu Chen didn't pay any attention to it and said to Li Rubing, "Okay, that's all. I'll hang up now." Rubing, at this moment, Wu Chen was in a bar. The person sitting opposite Wu Chen was Mao Rusong. Mao Rusong spoke up. "Brother, why don't we just be straightforward instead of wasting each other's time?" The purple-haired girl added fuel to the fire. "Brother, he's just here to join in on the fun. If you don't believe me, just watch. He'll definitely answer the phone again in no time." As soon as the purple-haired girl finished speaking, Wu Chen's phone rang again. The purple-haired girl said again, "See, I told you so." Mao Rusong was furious. "Brother Wu, are you almost finished being infatuated?" "Ha, are you playing with me?" Mao Rusong pointed his gun straight at Wu Chen. "If you really want to talk, can't you just throw that phone away first?" Mao Rusong hadn't finished speaking when Wu Chen gently snatched the gun away and pointed it at Mao Rusong. Mao Rusong didn't understand what had happened. How did the gun end up in his hand? The purple-haired girl screamed, "Ghost, ghost." The younger brothers immediately stood up and shouted, "Boss, this kid, how dare you?" They pointed their guns at Wu Chen. Just then, Wu Chen's phone rang again. Mao Rusong broke out in a cold sweat. "Brother, your phone keeps ringing. Why don't you answer it first?" Wu Chen picked up the phone. "Hello," the person on the other end asked. "Are you with that woman?" Wu Chen didn't answer for a long time. Finally, he said, "I'm busy." The person on the other end complained, "It's been more than a day, and you still haven't called me. You're so heartless." Wu Chen teased, "Why are you so anxious? Do you miss me?" The person on the other end turned out to be Wu Yurong. Wu Yurong replied, "Of course I miss you. I miss you so much that I can't hold it in anymore. I even dreamed of you last night. Will you come over and cook for me? Or do you want to bring Li Rubing over?" Wu Chen didn't beat around the bush anymore. "I'm out now. I'll be back in Donghai in 2 days." Wu Yurong was surprised. "You're out? I won't talk to you anymore. You're busy." "Damn you, annoying man." Wu Chen left a sentence. "Okay, I'll call you back." While Wu Chen was on the phone, a gangster came up from behind with a knife in his hand. Wu Chen turned his head and quickly fired a shot, causing the knife in the gangster's hand to fly to the ground. The gangster thought he was dead, but he realized he wasn't. The knife rolled a few times on the ground before plunging straight into the ground. Everyone was as if they had been pressed pause, and all was silent. Wu Chen pointed his gun at Mao Rusong. "So, now what?" Mao Rusong quickly knelt down. Brother, I don't know who sent you to kill me. I'll give you 20 million. No, 50 million. I'll give you 50 million. Please spare my life. Wu Chen didn't say anything, making Mao Rusong think, 50 million still isn't enough to settle this. Brother Wu, my life is important. I'll offer more money. Mao Rusong continued to increase the money. Don't kill me. I'll give you 100 million. No, another 100 million. The other party offered how much money? I'll add another 100 million. Wu Chen finally spoke up. I just hate it when people swear at me. Brother Mao, let's talk privately. Mao Rusong quickly shouted to his younger brothers, can't you hear? Get out of here. Wu Chen grabbed Mao Rusong's hand and pulled him up. Get up. There's still one bullet left in the gun. Take it, but don't hurt anyone else. Mao Rusong scratched his head. Brother, you're really funny. How would I dare to point a gun at you? Yes, what do you want me to do? Wu Chen said, 3 years ago, you arranged for the beautiful Yang Qian to be given to Ding Rulong, and you screwed up his investment project in Shanghai by eavesdropping on him. Recently, I heard that you have prepared a younger and prettier girl for him. Brother Mao, what do you want to do this time? Mao Rusong thought to himself, the plot to trick Ding Rulong was exposed. Was this person sent by Ding Rulong? Damn it, things are going to be difficult. Wu Chen folded his arms and looked at him with a faint smile. Mr. Mao, you have spent 20 years to make the 9th space bar the best in Shanghai. The monthly turnover of this bar alone exceeds 30 million. Not to mention that you also own many industries such as Shanghai Dingsheng Entertainment, Shanghai Golden Rich KTV, Shanghai Golden Art Model Performance Company, Shanghai Jinmu Film and Television Company, etc. Your net worth must be over 3 billion, right? Mao Rusong secretly evaluated Wu Chen. These words didn't sound like they came from a killer sent by Ding Rulong. This kid had already investigated his family thoroughly. He still felt that 1 billion was not enough. Seeing this, Wu Chen said, Mr. Mao, don't be nervous, just listen to me. Last time, you was forced to trick Ding Rulong, right? After all, it was the request of the Gu family in the Shanghai city. Mao Rusong was puzzled. Why did he bring up the Gu family? What did this kid want to do? Wu Chen continued to explain. Although the Gu family's status among the major families in Shanghai is not high, they have a close relationship with the police. Therefore, although the Gu family cannot compare to the Ding family, the difference is not big. It's strange that Mr. Mao has been in Shanghai for so long, but is not close to the Gu family. Mao Rusong felt a little puzzled. If I thought from his own perspective, this operation was really confusing. I don't understand this operation at all. Mao Rusong stammered, Brother, what exactly are you? Wu Chen clapped his hands. Therefore, regarding Ding Rulong's matter, Mr. Mao, you did a good job. Mao Rusong understood. This friend had a grudge against Ding Rulong. Wu Chen replied, Yes. Mao Rusong laughed out loud. Brother, you should have said so sooner. Look, you scared me to death. You're really my kind of person. Brother, sit down and talk slowly. Wu Chen's expression remained unchanged. Mr. Mao, I heard that He Shikin has always been cooperating with you. The smile on Mao Rusong's face disappeared. He Shikin, Mao Rusong recalled. When he first met He Shikin, he only wanted to monopolize her, but her unique aura told him that this woman was extremely dangerous. So, he investigated her and observed her in secret, and he also knew that the loneliness in her eyes was real. He seemed to be unable to control himself and wanted to help her immediately, but he knew that danger would come when he did so. He had secretly made arrangements to prevent other men from approaching her. On the one hand, if he couldn't have her, then no one else could have her. On the other hand, he could repay Ding Rulong and solve the problem when it was exposed. When He Shikin was suddenly mentioned, he thought, no wonder he just said that he had a grudge against Ding Rulong. I didn't understand it before. He must have something to do with her. Only a lover who was a killer like this would not be afraid of Ding Rulong. Mao Rusong smiled and replied, I understand, brother. I understand. Why don't I help you arrange it? I guarantee that you guys will eat well, drink well, and have fun. Wu Chen was a little confused. What are you talking about? Mr. Mao, I want to take them to Donghai. Mao Rusong was stunned. Brother, Shanghai is still not enough for you? You still have to choose a place to play. Wu Chen shook his head. No, I met Hishikin when I was a tutor for Hishinshin. I don't want her to tell Ding Rulong. I came here specifically to ask you. That's why I came here today. Mao Rusong was shocked. Oh, you were a tutor. Wait, brother, where did you say you were going to take them? Donghai, Mao Rusong thought to himself. Donghai was Li Rubing's territory. Did Li Rubing want to take Hishikin away? He was a little confused about the situation. Mao Rusong asked again, what should I call you? Wu Chen replied. Wu Chen, at this moment, Mao Rusong's phone rang. Mao Rusong said, Mr. Wu, I'm going to answer the phone. Wu Chen smiled. Go ahead, Mr. Mao, the person on the other end of the line asked anxiously. Hello, old Mao, how's the situation? Your men call me, I'm on my way. I'll be there soon, Mao Rusong asked. I asked you about this first. Do you know who Wu Chen is? On the other end of the line, the voice asked loudly. Wu Chen. What's wrong? I'm asking about your situation. Why are you mentioning him? Mao Rusong explained. No, he's in my office right now. Gu Ribo, the third generation of the Gu family in Shanghai, Liu Outai's friend. What, him? Are you sure? Mao Rusong asked curiously. Mr. Gu, who exactly is Wu Chen? I remember you mentioned him to me before. Gu Ribo didn't confirm it immediately. Wait a moment. Let me confirm it, I'm not sure. Stabilize the situation first, I'll send someone over immediately. Wu Chen asked curiously. Gu Ribo is coming. Mao Rusong asked curiously. Does Mr. Wu know Mr. Gu? Mao Rusong was anxious. If they wanted to get to know each other, why did they have to go around in circles like this? Wu Chen shook his head. No, but I know him, and he knows me. Let's talk about Hishikin first. So, Wu Chen learned about Hishikin's recent situation after July 7th from Mao Rusong. Mao Rusong concluded with a sentence. I don't know anything about what happened to Hishikin before and after. Wu Chen was relieved. Wu Chen answered the phone. Hello, Rutoi. Li Rutoi's voice was very loud. Brother-in-law, I heard from brother that you're in Shanghai, Wu Chen replied. Yes, Gu Ribo called you? Li Rutoi was worried. Yes, brother-in-law, that's right. Brother-in-law, Mr. Gu is my brother-in-law, please hold back. If he has done something wrong, brother-in-law, please forgive him. I'll talk to him. Wu Chen smiled. You've misunderstood. I came here to discuss business. Li Rutoi was shocked. He called me and asked if my brother-in-law was Wu Chen. Wu Chen's eyes flashed. I told you it was a misunderstanding. He's here. I won't say any more. Gu Ribo's eyes met Wu Chen's. Wu Chen, you're in Donghai. Gu Ribo picked up the phone. Rutoi, Li Rutoi said. Wu Chen is my brother-in-law. Be more polite. Gu Ribo was a little annoyed. What are you talking about? Look at your face. Can I be impolite? Li Rutoi said hurriedly. No, it's not about giving me face. It's about, in short, be polite. Don't provoke him. Gu Ribo secretly evaluated that Outai's tone was not right. He felt that Li Rutoi was afraid of him. Where did this Wu Chen come from? Li Rutoi added. Remember this clearly, never go against my brother-in-law. Otherwise, don't blame me for not reminding you, brother. Gu Ribo asked again, what's going on? Did something happen? Li Rutoi explained seriously, Gu Ribo, I was able to succeed in my mission because my brother-in-law helped me. The information about it also came from him. Do you understand? Gu Ribo was a little surprised. What kind of background does your brother-in-law have? Li Rutoi replied, actually, we haven't been able to find out his background. Moreover, he made an agreement with my father. Now, I have to listen to him no matter what I do. Gu Ribo said, I understand. Gu Ribo smiled warmly. I've heard of Mr. Wu for a long time. Rutoi always mentions you. You didn't tell me you were coming to Shanghai. Let me send someone to pick you up. Mao Rusong thought to himself, Mr. Gu, you have never been so enthusiastic towards your own father, have you? Gu Ribo shouted, Old Mao, your subordinates are blind to the truth. What are you looking for trouble with? What are you looking for assassins? Mr. Wu is my VIP guest. Mao Rusong quickly agreed, yes, it's all a misunderstanding. Gu Ribo shook Wu Chen's hand and said, Mr. Wu, you must have just arrived. Come, I'll treat you to a meal now, Rusong. Come along. Wu Chen happily agreed. Sure, let's do it your way. At a certain restaurant, Gu Ruibo asked curiously, by the way, Mr. Wu, do you know my elder brother? Gu Ruibo recalled Liu Yutao's words. Let me tell you directly. My brother-in-law may not be human, he can predict the future. Gu Ruibo thought to himself, I really want to know what kind of god this person is that can help Li Rutoi. Wu Chen didn't say anything. Gu Ruibo added, I would like to ask you for a favor. Wu Chen replied, you want to ask me how to defeat your elder brother? Gu Ruibo was a little nervous. Mr. Wu, what do you think? Wu Chen began to analyze objectively. As the third generation of the Gu family in Shanghai, you and your elder brother, Gu Ruiqian, are both business geniuses. You were both selected for the top 30 outstanding entrepreneurs under 30 and praised by other families as the twin stars of the Gu family. The relationship between the two of you is also quite good. It can be considered as a healthy competition. Most of the Gu family's resources are currently being used by your elder brother. Although you are also doing very well, you can't have any conflicts with your elder brother on the business front. He had those resources before you. If you want to defeat him, it will be very difficult. Gu Ruibo felt a little uncomfortable. You've been talking so much nonsense. I can find out all these things with a little investigation. You just messing around? Wu Chen interrupted his train of thought. But it's not impossible. It depends if you dare to do it or not. Gu Ruibo thought to himself, humph, he's implying that I'm just acting tough. Gu Ruibo disagreed. If you know the relationship between me and my elder brother, then what you just said is not right. Wu Chen calmly took a sip of water. Your relationship with your elder brother is just business. If you want to make more money and be more successful than your elder brother, you have to. Gu Ruibo quickly asked, what should I do? Mr. Wu, tell me what you mean by dare or not dare. Wu Chen replied, you can't guess, it's a matter of life and death. Gu Ruibo thought to himself, this guy wants to borrow a knife to kill someone? He wants to use me to start a war with Ding Rulong. Without Ding Rulong to hinder him, he can have fun with Li Rubing. On the other hand, I will be a minor character in the end. However, Gu Ruibo thought again, no, he clearly said earlier that it was about making money and business. His words clearly show that he doesn't want me to kill Ding Rulong. Gu Ruibo wanted to ask more clearly, Mr. Wu, do you want to steal Ding Rulong's business? Actually, I've been confronting him for the past few years, and I'm at a disadvantage. Wu Chen began to explain, your method of fighting with Ding Rulong is definitely not right. That's why I asked you this, do you dare or not? The business I'm talking about, as long as you dare to follow me, I guarantee that you'll surpass your elder brother in a year at most. Gu Ruibo was a little skeptical. Is it that awesome? If it's really just business, with Li Rutoi supporting me, I'll go all out. Gu Ruibo was excited. Mr. Wu, I'll do this business. Wu Chen replied, that's good, I'll make a phone call. Wu Yurong didn't hesitate on the other side. You hateful man, didn't you just call me? Do you miss me? Wu Chen said directly, come to Shanghai. Wu Yurong was surprised. What, now? You're not going to let me come over and then tell me to leave again, are you? Wu Chen's reply was very short, yes, now, are you coming or not? Wu Yurong immediately agreed, okay, I'll come right away, wait for me. Gu Ruibo secretly observed, it was clear that this was not Li Rubing. As Li Rubing's boyfriend, he still had another woman. Never mind, these things didn't matter. If I could really surpass my elder brother, I would definitely listen to him in the future. A moment later, Wu Yurong has arrived. Miss Li, this way please, Mr. Wu is in this room. Gu Ruibo was shocked, Miss Wu. At this moment, Gu Ruibo thought of the phone. Did Wu Chen just call Wu Yurong? I clearly heard something like annoying bad man on the phone. Did I hear it wrong? Wu Yurong ran over to hug Wu Chen and whispered into his ear, you damn man, discuss it with the other two quickly. I can't bear it anymore. Wu Chen turned Wu Yurong around. Miss Wu, you're doing well recently. Wu Yurong turned to ask Gu Ruibo, Mr. Gu, long time no see. Gu Ruibo was also polite, Miss Wu, long time no see. Gu Ruibo secretly observed, a real goddess was different from ordinary people. Wu Yurong and Wu Chen, no matter how they looked at it, seemed to have something wrong between them. He decided to wait and see what this business was about before making a decision. Wu Chen said, "My resources are here, as I said. Only Miss Wu will withdraw her investment from the industries related to the Ding family." More than an hour later, Guru Ibo was surprised. Mr. Wu's plan is very detailed. Then I'll make a phone call. I'll call to people to bring the documents over. Ma Rusong also knew the intention and made an excuse. "Mr. Wu, Miss Wu, please sit here for a while. Mr. Gu and I will go outside to smoke a cigarette." Wu Yurong sighed. "You found a business partner for me without saying a word. You're very efficient." Wu Chen glanced at her. "Are you not satisfied?" Wu Yurong reached out her hand. "I'm satisfied, very satisfied. How do you want me to thank you, my little husband?" Wu Chen replied calmly, "What are you thanking me for? It's just part of my plan. It's just that your luck is good. You happened to meet me at this time." Wu Yurong was a little disappointed. She stood up and snorted, "Stop teasing me." Wu Yurong sat on Wu Chen's thigh. "You did it for me, but you still won't admit it. You did it for me, right? Little husband, are you planning to let Guru Ibo know about our relationship?" Wu Chen followed Wu Yurong's intention. He had never said that he would not let him know, but there was no need to deliberately emphasize it. Of course, it would not matter even if he knew. Wu Yurong kissed Wu Chen as she spoke. "Is that so? You're a bad man. It's not good for you and Li Rubing if it gets out." Just then, Guru Ibo rushed in. "Mr. Wu, I've made the phone call." Guru Ibo began to struggle psychologically again. "I'm seeing things. She's with Wu Chen. Is this still the Wu Yurong I know?" At every banquet, he had witnessed with his own eyes how some powerful figures who were on par with his family had fawningly flirted with Wu Yurong. Even his family's uncle had once said that if Wu Yurong agreed to marry him, he would divorce his wife immediately and give her his fortune. Such a woman, why was she with Wu Chen, a 23-year-old man? On the other hand, the man who could be Wu Yurong's man must be very capable and special. He was worthy of envy. Now I understand what Li Rutoi meant. Guru Ibo said hesitantly, "Mr. Wu, Miss Wu, we've forgotten to eat while talking. We're all hungry, right? I'll go call the waiter to bring the menu up." Just then, Li Rubing called. Wu Chen answered the phone. "Hello, Rubing, what's up?" Guru Ibo was in a daze again. "It's Li Rutoi's sister, Wu Chen's official girlfriend, but Wu Chen brought a mistress with him. Also, what does he mean by turning on the speakerphone? Does he want to involve me? If that was the case, if Miss Li asked me, how should I answer?" Li Rubing began to question him. "Are you still busy? You don't plan to tell me why you came to Shanghai? Rutoi knows about it but didn't tell me." Wu Chen replied, "I'm still busy. I'll talk to you later." Li Rutoi was furious. "It's already this late. What are you busy with, a woman?" Guru Ibo felt a chill down his spine as he stood to the side. Wu Yurong looked at Wu Chen and said, "Miss Li is calling." This time, Guru Ibo was truly shocked. What was this supposed to mean? Wu Chen had a girlfriend, and Li Rubing was really angry. Wu Yurong was with him. She had come to Shanghai with him. Wu Chen admitted it directly. "Yes, I asked her to come over to talk about business." "Do you want to talk to her for a while?" On the other side, Guru Ibo had already become a fixed term. After Mr. Wu, there was another one. Was it not enough chaos? It was even more painful than being caught cheating. Li Rubing thought for a while and thought. He said it's business. It must be very serious business. What else could she do? Of course, she had to forgive him. Li Rubing said helplessly, "You're such a devil." "Okay, go do your work. I'll wait for you to finish." After hanging up the phone, Wu Chen said, "All right, Mr. Gu, order some dishes. Let's eat and talk." Guru Ibo immediately agreed. "Okay." Guru Ibo thought to himself as he walked. They didn't even quarrel. It's unexpected. Could Miss Li forgive her man for having another woman? Or could it be that Miss Li can't control Mr. Wu either? Is he capable enough to have both Li Rubing and Wu Yurong at the same time? He's such a strange person. I have to admire him no matter what. After returning, Guru Ibo said, "Mr. Wu, this is all the information I've obtained as an opponent of Ding Rulong for many years. How many companies he has invested in, the amount of shares, and the capital before this have been investigated. They're all here. Wu Chen replied, during this period, many people will quickly sell their shares and cut ties with the Ding family. You have to contact some small shareholders and have your representative buy some of the outstanding shares of the companies in the Ding family's industry. Both Wu Yurong and Gu Ruibo understood, as long as the number of shares held exceeded a certain percentage, they could directly seize the related companies. It was like robbing money. Whoever entered the game first and acted quickly would win. Gu Ruibo thought to himself, moreover, with my family background, Miss Wu's personal connections, and all the important intelligence provided by Mr. Wu, the three of us are indispensable. But once we gather together, there's no possibility of failure. The key point now was the distribution of shares in Ding family's joint venture company. Wu Chen spoke first. If that's settled, then let's talk about the distribution of shares in the joint venture company. Gu Ruibo thought to himself, I knew it. Gu Ruibo spoke first. I think it should be like this. Mr. Wu first, at least 5% of the profits should be set aside to hire people so that there will be people to drink the soup with us. Then, Miss Wu and Mr. Wu, you guys take 60%. Wu Yurong was surprised. She had originally thought that Mr. Gu would only give her 40%. Wu Chen said, then Mr. Gu will only get 35%. Gu Ruibo replied, let's just say that I want to make friends with Mr. Wu. Wu Chen smiled. Mr. Gu is so frank. I wish everyone a prosperous business. May our resources be like water. It's a pleasure working with you. After the meal, Wu Yurong complained, we've been talking for too long. I'm so annoying, little husband, stay still. I'll do it myself this time. On the floor, her clothes were a mess. Wu Yurong said, I have to go take a bath. After Wu Yurong turned around and left, Wu Chen picked up the phone. The person on the other end asked, are you done? Wu Chen replied, I just finished. It's so late. Why aren't you resting yet? Wu Yurong opened her eyes and took a peek at him as he was talking on the phone. The person on the other end said, I'm still at the company, working overtime. I won't be home tonight. Wu Chen asked, is it that hard? The person on the other end said, yes, I'm about to die from exhaustion. Can you tell me now why you came to Shanghai? So, Wu Chen told Li Rubing about his plan to arrange for Wu Yurong and Gu Ruibo to cooperate and acquire Ding family's peripheral industries. Li Rubing was silent for a moment before saying, she's really capable of earning tens of billions. At this time, Wu Yurong, who had been going to the bathroom, quietly approached Wu Chen's side. Wu Chen continued to answer, my dear Miss Li, you sound so jealous that it's not like you at all. Li Rubing thought to herself, Wu Yurong is with Wu Chen now. I will not let her get what she wants. Li Rubing said, who's jealous? You want to piss me off? I'll wait and see how I will come to pick you up when you return to Donghai. Wu Chen said, come and receive me like you did last time. I'm looking forward to it. Wu Yurong frowned at Wu Chen's reaction. On the other end, Li Rubing angrily slammed the table and said, shameless. Stop fooling around, let's talk business. Ding Rulong called me this afternoon and said that he would come to Donghai and apologize to me in person. Wu Chen became more serious. Did he say when? Li Rubing replied, no. Wu Chen said, okay, I'll return to Donghai in 2 days. Li Rubing quickly replied, okay, you should rest, I'll continue working. Wu Yurong reached out and put her arm around Wu Chen's shoulder. Ding Rulong is coming to Donghai, what are you going to do? Wu Chen said with a smile, it's an interesting thing. Wu Yurong asked again, what about Li Rubing asking you to come back? Is that interesting too? Wu Chen laughed and said, it's equally interesting. Wu Yurong and Wu Chen looked into each other's eyes. Little husband, I want to have some fun. Wu Yurong's naughty hand began to grope around. Wu Chen turned over, then you have to prepare yourself mentally. Wu Yurong was surprised. Here, the two of them then entangled themselves. The next day, when Wu Chen woke up, he saw a small note on the pillow. I've returned to Donghai first. Remember to finish your business and come back to take care of me soon. Little husband, you're the best. Wu Chen smiled. Women are women. It was time to find Hishikin. Wu Chen took out his phone and sent a text message to Hishikin. Are you there? I came to Shanghai yesterday. I have some time today. He Shiken quickly replied, where are you now? Let's meet up somewhere. Wu Chen sent a short message. In the Pudong district, He Shiken was overjoyed. She sent a message back, what a coincidence. Shinshin and I live in the Pudong district too. Is it convenient for you to come straight to our house? Shinshin is home right now too, Wu Chen replied. Okay. A moment later, in the Hua Yuan residential area near the New Century Park, Wu Chen got out of the car and saw a little girl in a pink dress come out. Wu Chen thought to himself, if I remember correctly, that's He Shinshin. Wu Chen called out, He Shinshin. He Shinshin walked over and asked politely, who are you? You know me. At this time, He Shiken also ran over. Shinshin, don't run. He Shinshin rolled her eyes at Wu Chen and said, Uncle, please help me. Then, she ran to a corner and hid. He Shiken quickly ran over and asked, excuse me, have you seen a little girl, my daughter? She's 14 years old and about this tall. She just ran out. Wu Chen coughed twice and glanced in one direction. He Shiken quickly understood. He Shiken grabbed He Shinshin's clothes and said, He Shinshin, are you still playing hide and seek with your mother? Then, He Shiken quickly bowed. Thank you, thank you. Wu Chen replied, you don't have to thank me. Are you two fighting about painting? He Shiken was surprised. Yes, that's right. He Shiken thought to herself, who is this person? I don't know him. He seems to know me and Shinshin. He even knows about the painting. Wu Chen seems to understand He Shiken's doubts. Didn't you send me Shinshin's drafts and her portrait recently? He Shiken suddenly realized, you're master. Wu Chen said happily, let's have a formal introduction. My name is Wu Chen. He Shiken quickly introduced herself. Master Wu. Hello, my name is He Shiken. This is my daughter, He Shinshin. Shinshin, this is the master that your mother told you about. Call him Master Wu. He Shinshin thought to herself, I just fought with him. He's the teacher who's about to come to teach me how to paint. As a result, I can't escape him. This is fate. He Shiken said awkwardly, this child makes you laugh. Master Wu, let's go upstairs and talk. Then, He Shiken led Wu Chen and He Shinshin back home. He Shiken said, it's almost time for dinner. Master Wu, why don't you have dinner with us? I'll cook the meal, let's talk after we eat. Wu Chen said, okay. He Shiken said with a smile, then Mr. Wu, please make yourself at home. You can also take a look at the painting room over there. I'll go cook. Wu Chen quickly walked towards the painting room. He Shinshin followed behind him and gently closed the door. Wu Chen looked back in confusion. He Shinshin began to act. Ah, master, why are you hitting me? Don't hit me, oh, it hurts. Wu Chen stared at her without saying anything. He Shinshin said with some embarrassment, do you find it funny? He Shinshin thought to herself, don't you feel like you're in big trouble and need to get out of here right away? He Shinshin didn't understand. Damn it, teacher, you're the one who forced me to do this. I'm going to use my ultimate move. I don't believe I can't beat you. He Shinshin put her hand to her shirt and began to murmur, ouch, teacher, don't do this. Wu Chen held back his laughter. He Shinshin said in surprise, teacher, are you still not afraid at all? Wu Chen laughed, why should I be afraid? You're so strange. He Shinshin looked wary. Believe it or not, I'll call my mother right now. Wu Chen replied, do you think your mother will believe you? I just met you for the first time. I hit you for no reason in your house. I even molested you. He Shinshin still said, you hit me because I disrespected you. As for the latter, He Shinshin began to recall the scenes of being pursued by others. Shinshin, wait for me. Shinshin, you're so beautiful. Shinshin, I hope you'll accept me. Shinshin continued, there's not a single boy in my class who doesn't like me. I can tell what they're thinking from their eyes. After all, my looks and figure are much better than those of my peers. You're a man too, right? I don't believe you're any different from them. And when it comes to this kind of thing, no mother would not side with her daughter. You're just an outsider, you can't win, leave now. If you don't become my teacher, I'll let you go. Wu Chen simply said, I'm not going. He Shinshin, I've never been bullied before. He Shinshin frowned, okay, just you wait. He Shinshin shouted, Mom. He Shiken opened the door, what happened? Wu Chen just stared at her and shook her phone. He Shinshin was surprised. It was a recording. The number was still moving, indicating that it was still recording. He Shikin poked her head in. Xin. Why are you calling me? He Shinshin quickly said, Mom, I want to eat ribs for lunch. He Shikin was confused. Is that all? He Shinshin obediently replied, Yes, I'm hungry. He Shikin turned around and left. Okay, I'll go cook. Remember to listen to the teacher, He Shinshin said. Yes, He Shinshin breathed a sigh of relief and turned around to say, You're a teacher, yet you're recording me. You're too much. Wu Chen continued to smile. Really? You're a student who falsely accuses your teacher of molesting you. Isn't that too much? He Shinshin stammered. Teacher, how did you know that I wanted to do this and prepared in advance? Wu Chen calmly replied, I'm very good at dealing with female students who are super popular and liked by all the male students in their class. I'm usually a little more vigilant. He Shinshin felt uncomfortable. You. Wu Chen said, Little girl, stop causing trouble from now on. Otherwise, if your mother hears this recording and learns that her daughter is a bad kid who falsely accuses others, she will definitely discipline you severely. He Shinshin gritted her teeth. With that recording in his hands, she could only let him bully her. This hateful Wu Chen. It was all because of that damn recording. She had to find a way to get it back. He Shinshin obediently replied, Okay, I understand, teacher. I won't dare to do it again. Ouch, my stomach is not feeling well. May I go to the bathroom, teacher? Wu Chen did not make things difficult for He Shinshin. Go ahead. After running into the bathroom, He Shinshin picked up the phone and called, Hello, Sister Shanshan, I'm being bullied. The person on the other end of the line immediately said, Hello, who is this? Who dares to bully Shinshin? He must be tired of living. Don't worry, Shinshin, your business is my business. I'll tell Brother Daqi right away. I'll send 100 people to help you get revenge. What do you think? Shinshin began to fantasize about the scene of Wu Chen kneeling down and saying, Classmate Shinshin, I was wrong. I'll get the hell out of here right now and never come back to be your teacher. Please forgive me, I beg you. Thinking about this, He Shinshin was overjoyed. Teacher Wu, let's see how long you can keep that calm and collected smile on your face. He Shikin opened the door and shouted, He Shinshin. He Shinshin was so scared that she screamed. He Shikin was annoyed. I told you to listen to your teacher. Why did you run to the bathroom? Cursing didn't work anymore. He Shinshin said innocently, Mom, I didn't. I really just went to the bathroom. He Shikin could only shake her head. Fine, I won't ask any more. You can study painting with your teacher for a while. We'll eat in a bit. He Shinshin had no choice but to obey and return to the painting room. Teacher, let's start. Wu Chen really started teaching her seriously. The tip of the pen should be here. You should draw it like this. Meanwhile, He Shinshin thought to herself, acting like a good student is no problem now. Sister Shanshan's people arrived later. Half an hour later, He Shikin opened the door. Let's eat. Teacher Wu Shinshin, He Shinshin said with a smile, Mom, I want to go out to paint this afternoon so that the teacher can teach me how to paint real scenes. What do you think? He Shikin hesitated and said, Teacher Wu, about this. Wu Chen immediately agreed. Okay. He Shinshin was overjoyed. Great. After they went out, He Shinshin led Wu Chen to a place. Teacher, let's do it here. Wu Chen simply said, Shinshin, we're not here just to paint real scenes, are we? At this moment, a group of hoodlums appeared in front of Wu Chen, and one of them said, Hey, we've been waiting for you for a long time. He Shinshin quickly took the things from Wu Chen's hands. He Shinshin reached out and laughed out loud. Brother Daqi, Brother Daqi, why did you call so many people? There's no need for this, Brother Daqi said. I'm here. Who in Pudong doesn't know that Shinshin is my sister? I want to see who dares to bully Shinshin. The other gangsters also chimed in. Some of them said sarcastically, You're really capable. That's right. You even dared to bully Shinshin. This guy is really crazy. Look at him, he doesn't even dare to fart. Wu Chen just smiled and didn't reply. Suddenly, one of them said, Brothers, what are you waiting for? Brother Daqi looked at He Shinshin and said, Shinshin, what do you think? I'll arrange for you, he Shinshin said with a bitter smile. Brother Daqi, this. A man hiding behind a tree saw this and thought to himself, oh no, something's wrong. I have to inform the boss. Brother Daqi said, Shinshin, you're too kind. Kind people will be bullied. Kid, you just stand there and watch. I'll take care of this for you. From now on, you'll be happy. Kneel down and apologize to Xin, otherwise, don't blame me for being impolite. Wu Chen finally spoke up. Brother Daqi, you're so powerful outside. Do the people in your family know about it? Brother Daqi was surprised. Who the hell are you? How dare you? Wu Chen pulled up his sleeve. Isn't it just a fight? Don't tell me I'm bullying a child later. Brother Daqi said, what are you? You're just a piece of trash. Brother Daqi's gangsters also chimed in. You're right. This kid is really good at bragging. He made me laugh out loud. He actually wants to fight with all of us. Brother Daqi, can we start yet? We can't wait any longer. Brother Daqi immediately pointed at Wu Chen and said, I've never met anyone who dared to provoke me in front of me in my life. Brothers, let's go. At this moment, Brother Daqi's phone rang. Brother Daqi thought to himself, why is the old man calling me at this time? Brother Daqi made a shushing gesture. Wait a minute, my father is calling. Your guts are not bad. I'll let you enjoy yourself for a while. Brother Daqi quickly picked up the phone. Dad, what's the matter? You little punk, can you stop causing trouble for me every day? Mao Rusong shouted from the other end of the phone. I really want to break your legs. Have you started yet? Brother Daqi was confused and said, what are you talking about, Dad? Mao Rusong was furious. You brought so many people to the park. Who do you want to fight? You still have the face to ask me, why did I give birth to such a stupid son like you? Brother Daqi still didn't understand. He had a big question mark on his head. Mao Rusong was furious. What the hell are you talking about? Tell me, have you started to fight with Mr. Wu? Brother Daqi was even more confused. Dad, who are you talking about? Mao Rusong was so angry that his beard was about to blow up. You called so many people to the park. You still don't know who you're going to fight. Do you still need to ask me, why did I give birth to a son as stupid as you? Brother Daqi still didn't understand. He had a big question mark floating above his head. Mao Rusong was furious. Damn it, tell me quickly. Have you started the fight? Brother Daqi stammered. No, I haven't started yet. What? Mao Rusong raised his hand to his forehead. Okay, it's good that you haven't started yet. Do you know that Mr. Gu almost treats him like his father? You're really stupid. Is Mr. Wu still there? Brother Daqi said, yes. Mao Rusong ordered, give the phone to him. Brother Daqi handed the phone to Wu Chen and said, it's my father. The gangsters were confused. What's going on? The boss actually gave the phone to that kid. I can't understand it. Wu Chen smiled and took the phone. Hello, boss. Mao Rusong said anxiously. Mr. Wu, this is really a big misunderstanding. My son didn't know you. He's young and doesn't know any better. Please don't take it to heart. Wu Chen laughed. It's okay. Mao Rusong was still a little worried. Mr. Wu is magnanimous. When he comes home, I'll teach him a lesson. Don't worry, Mr. Wu. Wu Chen closed his eyes. Okay, that's it, Boss Mao. I still have something to do. Wu Chen handed the phone back to Brother Daqi. Here, take the phone. Do you still want to fight? Brother Daqi smiled wryly. No, I was wrong, Uncle. I didn't know that you and my father were friends, Mr. Wu. It's all a misunderstanding. The gangsters were even more confused. What the hell is going on? Brother, why did this kid suddenly become our elder? Damn, I can't understand it. He Shinshin also had a question mark on her head. What did Brother Daqi call the teacher just now? Shanshan was also a little confused. I think he called him Mr. Wu. Brother Daqi, you must have been bought over. All of you stand up straight and apologize to Mr. Wu for me. One of the gangsters tilted his head in confusion. Brother Daqi immediately punched him in the head and scolded. What are you confused about? The gangster immediately bowed and said, Mr. Wu, I'm sorry. The other gangsters thought to themselves, brother has already apologized. Let's all apologize together." They bowed and said, "Mr. Wu, I'm sorry." Wu Chen smiled. "Don't be like a gangster anymore, break up."